Expensive to grow old and obese in this rich country. No one tells you that when you get older, it costs more to be heavyset and elderly. You kind of just have to figure that out ahead of time. Inspiration for this talk comes from personal experiences, caring for a loved one in this situation, and watching others age while dealing with weight related issues. Disclaimer: this is not a body shaming message. I'm neither a health professional nor an expert. Polynesians are big and beautiful, that's for sure. I would know I'm Polynesian, big and beautiful. But we also need to have an honest conversation about the costs of being heavyset in our elderly years. Perhaps this talk will be expanded on one of our other platforms. For now, hear me out in this brief essay. Comorbidity, what is it? It's two or more medical conditions that happen at the same time. An example is heart disease and diabetes, or diabetes and kidney failure, or diabetes and arthritis, or all of them. In elderly years, there are many obese and disabled patients who cannot walk, move, or climb in and out of bed, much less into a car. For that reason, using a stretcher or gurney can become common for the elderly and obese because of inability to walk or climb into a car. Gurney transportation is expensive, and many patients often use their health insurance to request this special type of transportation. Also, with excess weight on aging bones, it can be difficult to move around in bed. For example, rolling to the left or right, or even attempting to sit up on one's own, very difficult. So if you have an elderly loved one who is obese, then you may know about the physical challenge of lifting and turning them. This is a heavy load for caregivers. If your loved one goes to the hospital or receives home health aid, then the nurses and CNA have to use great strength in moving and rolling your loved one. I have personal experience watching Polynesian loved ones get older and dealing with obesity-related issues. Some common themes are high stress, frequent heavy meats, carbs, and a fat diet, little vegetables or fruits, little exercise or cardio, sedentary lifestyles, whether in the house or in the car or in the office, lack of education on inflammatory foods and drinks, lack of education on nutrition, health risks of obesity, and health risks of a sedentary lifestyle, lack of boundaries in overcommitments, and minimal solutions to a stressful life. In particular, if you are elderly and obese, you are likely disabled. If a patient cannot move around or get into a wheelchair, then a gurney or stretcher transportation must be arranged. Otherwise, your loved one cannot make medical appointments or receive medical treatments or travel to family events. The physical impairments and heavy lifting can be challenging for the helpers as well as the patient. It's something to think about. For example, being elderly, obese, and disabled in a hospital can be a lot for nurses to endure as they shift your loved one in bed and or help to the commode. There's more to consider than just oneself. Our helpers will bear the load someday, and we should lighten the load by decreasing our weight. And let's not forget that a manageable weight will increase mobility. You can walk easier if there is less weight, less pressure on your joints. So for your own sake, consider this talk. Is there hope? I am not the picture of health in full disclosure, but I try to manage my weight, watch my diet, and exercise. While I used to be known as a skinny Samoan in my youth, I am now average size. But there's still hope for me, and there's still hope for you if you are young enough to make life changes. Become self-taught on nutrition and fitness. Ask your primary care physician and nutritionist for tips on eating better and how to manage a healthy lifestyle. Learn more about the benefits of exercise and then take steps to get your heart up. You can join a local gym, work out at your home, or pick up jogging. When it comes to stress management, therapy is an option. Our community is becoming more open to mental health solutions. Also, seek support from your tribe, whether family or friends. Be kind to others because you never know whose help you may need, especially help from your children. In my family, we support our head matriarch, our mother, the children's grandmother. I think part of becoming conscious is becoming alert and then becoming responsible. Alert ourselves to the dangers of growing old and remaining heavyset, and learn how to reverse a difficult future. Take steps to manage stress and balance health, not just for yourself, but also for those who may need to take care of you in the future. We are in this together, so that's why I'm sharing these thoughts with you. See you in our next video on Pacific Stories in America. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below on your own thoughts on health, the challenges of gluttony in America, and suggestions for the community.